What is up, the John Squad? And happy 4th of July, the John Squad. That's right, I hope you're all having such a wonderful 4th of July. And let's get this WWE Monday Night Raw review going for July 3rd, 2017. That's right. So, we kicked off WWE Monday Night Raw with Enzo Amore. And he talks on the mic about this past year that he's been knocked out at pay-per-views and stuff like that. Like he keeps talking about that, and then he says that Big Cass did not have his back, and he never did have his back. And then he says that he is that he steps through these ropes, and that he is confident, and that he is grateful for the fans and for the people that wear the certified G hats and the wigs and stuff like that. So then Big Cass gets interviewed backstage after that whole segment in the ring. So Big Cass gets interviewed backstage, and boom, out comes from Enzo, and he just attacks Big Cass, and that sets up a match for Great Balls of Fire this Sunday. So, the first match we had on Raw was Sasha Banks and Bayley versus Nia Jax and Alexa Bliss. And the winner was Sasha Banks and Bayley. The second match we had on Raw was Cedric Alexander versus Noam Dar. And the winner was Cedric Alexander. That guy's awesome too, man. Man, Cedric Alexander is just awesome. So then we had Miz TV with the Miz and Shiraz and Maurice and the Miz in the ring, and the Miz talks about LeVar Ball, and I don't even know why he's bringing him up again, but this is just so funny. LeVar Ball, he's talking about that he took his shirt off, and that Dean Ambrose is representing the big baller and the brand, and that the biggest joke will be Dean Ambrose. Then Dean Ambrose comes out and gets on the mic and says that he's right for what he said about Dean Ambrose and stuff like that. Says that he will want says that he wants the rematch tonight. So that's right. So Dean Ambrose wants the rematch tonight for the Intercontinental title. So then Heath Slater and Rhino come out, and Heath Slater says that he never got a shot at the Intercontinental title before, and that he never got a shot at any WWE title in 8 years. 8 years! Can't you believe that? 8 years, he says. So then Kurt Angle comes out to resolve everything, and he says that Heath Slater gets his title match next. That's coming up next on the match card. So, and then he tells that so that means he'll either be the winner of the Dean Ambrose, then it'll be Dean Ambrose versus The Miz at Great Balls of Fire, or Heath Slater, or, we'll get into that one. So, you know what I mean. So we had the third match we had on Raw was an Intercontinental title match. Heath Slater versus The Miz, and and still the Intercontinental title champion, The Miz. The Miz is still your Intercontinental champion. After the match, The Miz beats up on Heath Slater. Dean Ambrose goes to the ring, then gets beat up by The Miz entourage and stuff like that. So that's what happens there, and the Miz is yelling in Dean Ambrose's face and just holding up the Intercontinental title, and that's happening. So that means that we get Dean Ambrose versus the Miz at Great Balls of Fire for that match. So on to the next one. So the next match we had on Raw was Seth Rollins. That's right, that's my guy, Seth Rollins, versus Kurt Hawkins, and the winner was Seth Rollins in such a quick match. After the match, Seth Rollins cuts a promo on Bray Wyatt and talks about whether he's going to be a coward at this pay-per-view or stuff like that. So that's basically what happens after this segment. So in the fifth match we had on Raw was Neville versus Mustafa Ali. Mustafa Ali, just love to say that name. Mustafa Ali, say it with me. Mustafa Ali. And the winner was Neville. So Neville is the winner of that match. So then the next match we had on Raw was Finn Balor versus Cesaro. And the winner was Finn Balor. But during the match, Elias Sampson tries to get involved during the match. The Hardy Boys are on commentator. Terry did not want them to get involved at all. So the Hardy Boys just attack, and all hell broke loose outside the ring during the match, and that's what happens there. So, but it's a good thing Finn Balor wins, so that's a good thing. So then we go on to Braun Strowman, who cuts a promo saying that there are a few things that I like about hurting Roman Reigns, and that he will leave him. in the back of the ambulance, and that he wants competition tonight. So the competition of the night we had was last night on Raw was the main event we had on Raw was Braun Strowman versus Apollo Crews. And I'm like saying this, Apollo Crews actually got a main event spot. So that's something big. So the winner was Braun Strowman. After the match, Braun Strowman, beats up on Titus O'Neil. Then he like carries Apollo Crews into the crowd, puts him into the ambulance. Braun Strowman's like banging on the ambulance, wants it to go out, but then boom, the ambulance is not leaving. Boom, out comes Roman Reigns. The sucker punches him. Out comes Roman Reigns, and then you know what happens there. They all start to brawl. Roman Reigns ambushes him. Braun Strowman beats him up, and Roman Reigns spears Braun Strowman up the stage. And Braun Strowman actually stands up off of his feet, and that ends WWE Monday Night Raw last night. Well, once again, the John Squad, please like this video. Leave your comment down below if you enjoyed WWE Monday Night Raw last night, and subscribe for more. You're all the best of John Squad. You're all one of a kind. I love each and every one of you all, and you all mean a lot to me, and I always like doing YouTube videos for you guys. So hope you all enjoyed WWE Monday Night Raw last night. I enjoyed it too. Looking forward to Great Balls of Fire this Sunday. Stay tuned for my predictions that's coming up during the week or on Sunday. So peace out, the John Squad.